Alright, community remix. Please purge the last run from your memory. It doesn't deserve the kilobytes of information that would be used to store it. It was not a good one. You know what would be sweet as heck? Run all the little Isaacs with the... Seriously, though. Secret room? Ah, well, at least we got 3 cents for the price of a single bomb. A single bomb that could have been used instead to get us something stupid like a spirit heart to guarantee us a deal with the devil on this floor. But who needs that nonsense? We'll just hope for, you know, Tiny Planet and all of the Tears upgrades that the game has ever made again. Alright, well, at least we got our bomb back, so it heard my sarcastic bitching. How's everybody doing today? Oh, what the heck, man? He walked outside of the contractually negotiated poop area. What am I supposed to do about that horse hockey, then? Is there a more Canadian phrase? I guess moose hockey. I'm Canadian, I can say it. Okay, there's a serious tendency for me to walk under the spiders as they show up. It's a bad idea. It happens with surprising regularity, though. I figured, why not go to the cursed room? We've already, you know, blown our, like, red heart purity. So it doesn't really matter if we can maybe give ourselves a better item to have a chance to not take damage against the late bosses here, like the second boss. Works for me. Obviously, I typically try to use a bomb on Duke of Flies just to speed it up. That's worked out fantastically, and we get an HP upgrade. I'm thinking we've got about a 1/3 chance. Never mind. The amount of times you never seem to fight Gertie Jr. first on an XL floor, do you? Yeah, it's always the second fight. You get your hopes up with the first fight. Oh, pin, 1 bomb, GG. I got an HP upgrade. Aren't I the best Isaac player in the world? And then Gertie Jr. shows up in the second one and is like, you rang? But there is a good thing about 2 blue Gertie Jr.'s. First off, it reminds you of the smash hit former #1 single from Eiffel 65, Blue Dabba Dee. It's not blue, if I were green I would die. It's blue, Dabba Dee Dabba Die. Says something about their articulation that was even up in question at any point. Plus we got Squeezy, and that's going to be really nice to get us a deal with the devil on the next floor. This floor, it's not going to shake out. Hell, we'll be lucky if we can even get item rooms on this floor. As of right now, it's not looking that optimistic, but I'm happy to have Squeezy. I'm happy to have some extra Tears upgrades. Well, from Squeezy. I'm happy to have those Spirit Hearts to back us up. Let's see if we can make something beautiful happen towards the end of this floor by maybe even accessing a couple of item rooms. There's always these weird conspiracy theories, or at least it was probably because I was of the right age. But you know, I was in 6th grade when Europop was taking the charts by storm. Not the genre Europop, but specifically the album by Eiffel 65. You know, Live in a Bubble Baby, Dubbin' Life, PlayStation, etc., etc. People had these weird fan theories. What does it mean? I'm blue, dabba dee dabba die. You know, it's just horseshit. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't matter. We're 12-year-olds in like 1991 going, well, in my educated opinion, the thing that MC Hammer thinks you can't touch is his dick. You know, like, I have no idea. But every time I look back on that, I'm embarrassed by how much, well, to be fair, I was listening to the CD on my stereo while browsing, like, Angel Fire pages to see power rankings of Dragon Ball Z characters. So, it wasn't like I was, no offense to people who love Dragon Ball Z, I'm just saying, it wasn't like I was doing too much that was better with my time at the moment, but still. Who did let the dogs out? And then I say stuff like this, but then I go on the NLSS and I say, all right, guys, I got a theory for you. Maybe Cisco in the Thong song isn't saying, you know, dumps like a truck, thighs like what? Maybe he's saying dumps like a truck, guys like what? Like their minds are being blown by the sheer thongness of the thong. Or the sheer thongness of the song. Surprisingly difficult to say. Anyway, I have no idea what the heck I'm talking about on a regular basis, and that's okay because it makes these tangents as exciting for me as hopefully they are entertaining for you. Also gives me a lot of fodder to talk about with my neurologist when we meet for our twice-weekly appointments. So, that was like the best pre-planned Little Chub shot I've ever done in my entire life. Little Chub is a great item. If nothing else, I'm excited that we at least got to go to one of these item rooms. And we didn't even have enough bombs that we could have bombed our way into the second secret room. I guess at some point on this floor we would have, but anyway. So I don't feel too bad about it. We'll get Squeezy. One decent item room. You know what? Let's try. I was hoping that'd be bombs are key. Luck down is actually, you know, the best bad pill, though. Alright. We'll get our Spirit Hearts, we'll leave. I have a high hopes for how the next floor is going to work out for us. And honestly, I don't think this floor was that bad either. Except for, you know, all those references, of course, to Eiffel 65's Europop. But those songs, they become imprinted, man. Nostalgia's a powerful drug. Sometimes I'll go back and I'll be like, you know what I really want to listen to now? Livin' in a Bubble by Eiffel 65. It's a song that I'm sure if you didn't hear it when you were 12 100 times, what happened, a little chub there? If you didn't hear it 100 times when you were 12, you would think it is just dog shit, but for me, I'm like, man, this brings back memories. I don't know, all I did when I was 12 years old was play All-Star Baseball 2000. It's not like, oh, this reminds me of my time in Morocco as a young Corvasseur or something like that. No, the memories are nonsense. Nostalgia's a weird one, man. It's the oldest marketing trick in the book as well. Speaking of which, here's episode nearly 1000 of The Binding of Isaac. I'm sure when Rebirth comes out, there's going to be people who succumb to nostalgia. And this is not to discount all criticism, but they're going to be like, man, remember, before Rebirth came out, Vanilla Isaac was blah, blah, blah. There's going to be some nostalgia there. Some of it may be valid, some of it, who knows. I'm going to take this right off the bat. Just because, again, I don't trust myself to not pick up the... or to not pick up the Eternal Heart. I don't trust myself to come back. Oftentimes, I'm going to pick up that Eternal Heart later, and then I forget about it. If we were on an even-numbered floor, I would probably just forget about it, or, like, leave it for now and then come back and get it later. Because we're on an odd-numbered floor, our odds of getting a blood bank are pretty darn low. So I'm not too concerned about it. Is darn low, like, if that's not the name of, like, a parent-friendly rapper from the early 90s, somebody fucked up. Like, this is Darn Low with his song, I Don't Wanna Eat Brussels Sprouts. When you're sitting at the table when you're feeling kind of nippish. Why would I pick nippish? First off, for a children's rap song. Secondly, what rhymes with nippish? Like, whip it? When you're sitting at the table and you're feeling kind of nippish, because you spent the morning freebasing whippets. It's not really, I sound like Louis Theroux trying to rap. It's not really working out in my favor right here. That's okay, though. I'm always more of the songwriter for rap lyrics as opposed to the rapper. I don't possess the bravado, the quote-unquote swag, but I do have a lexicon of rhyming ability, which I think, you know, it would be sweet if maybe a rapper like Kanye West would partner with me so that I could write him some sweet-ass rhymes, and then he could maybe rap them. I think that would be a partnership that would probably, if I'm being 100% honest, work out good for both of us, maybe even better for him than for me, if I'm being modest and honest. Modest and Honest is also the title of my first smash hit single. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be a smash hit single if I'm being modest and honest. That was a really good bomb. Little Chub helping me out a great deal here. This is a pivotal floor for us. Why dodge right into the bomb? I guess somehow I thought that was going to make me safer. It didn't. But we did get our deal with the devil. Guppy's Paw on the mark. We'll take the mark. We'll reroll Guppy's Paw. It becomes the Pact. 3 Spirit Hearts for the double danglers there. I don't mind it. That's pretty sweet. And we better enjoy it, because it looks like that's all we're going to get on this floor. Well, no, that's not true. We can find our secret room. Not being able to go to our item rooms or shops is certainly going to make for a dramatic run, though. Thankfully, we got this Eternal Heart, so that's a start, but, you know. What the heck am I thinking there, you dummy? Get your brain out of your dinghole. That was terrible. We can't afford to lose these Spirit Hearts, because that's sort of all we got right now. Our damage is great, don't get me wrong. I don't even know where we'd look for our secret room, so we'll just save our bomb instead. I went back here because I saw a tarot card on the ground. And turns out it's just Child's freaking heart. Well, we might as well pick it up because we can't get the cancer trinket anyway. Well, good but bad, right? There's not much point in having a D6 if you can't use it to reroll your shop and item room items, but we did use it to decent effect on our deal with the devil. We got Pact and Mark, great tears, great damage, great speed, a couple of, well, a few Spirit Hearts. And, yeah, I don't think we can use creative bombs there to get us that bomb and possibly a crack at the secret room, so it's down to the next floor. Arcade, maybe? Well, we'll find out eventually, after we explore everywhere. Or until we find the arcade. One way or the other. So our damage should be pretty stellar. It should be above what we had at the end of our last run, despite having Donkey's Jawbone. And we get a key. Rather than being salty about the fact that we got a key immediately after... Oh, I shouldn't have moved. That we got a key immediately, despite not getting any on the last floor, I'm gonna choose to, you know, be the bigger man and be happy that we got a key. I'm gonna take this pill as well. Normally, I would probably hold off on that just in case it teleported me somewhere I didn't want to go. Check our item room. I'll take number 1. It's interesting. Please give me another key. We got a spirit heart. Fair trade, I'd say. Yes. Normally, I'd be a little bit more conservative about those pills, but again, it's the same thing as the Eternal Heart. It could be a better play to do that, but at the same time, I don't trust myself to come back for it, and it could be useful, so we might as well try it out. Our range right now is god-awful. That's a real concern for us. But the rate of fire of our tiers is through the freaking roof. And also, in a way, our range being bad is not the end of the world. Oh, geez. Because we have Little Chub, who's kind of like, you know, an occasional temporary long-range shot. When Little Chub's not working, we gotta get really, really close to deal damage. This is our range right now. It's like 4 body lengths or something. Yeah, okay. I think I'll probably just take that at face value. Free Spirit of the Night. That is excellent. Now, we do have Spectral Tears, so putting out these fires is going to be annoying as heck, but that's alright. That minimizes our range concerns, because we can, you know, hang out over rocks and stuff like that to put ourselves a little bit closer without really putting ourselves in harm's way as well. Probably should have gone in a different direction to start this one, because if I took a shot, like, parallel to these guys, maybe I could have taken out, like, 3 or 4 at once. If not all of them. But whatever. This floor's got to be basically over. And we do have a small deal with the devil chance. I don't know how I feel about this floor. Easy boss fight, so that's pretty exciting. Being up against Champion Fistula with number 1, though, is a scary place for me right now. Considering I have to get super close to deal damage to these enemies, and the only way that they can hit me is by getting super close to me. So I've got a little bit of a conflict going on there, internally. Laser Bullet Fly's not so bad, it's the Bomb Flies, as you know. Half Spirit Heart feels nice, and no deal with the devil, but a range upgrade, which I think at this point is as valuable as anything else we could pick up. I think we've been everywhere, man, so I'm just gonna head down to the next floor. We went to our item room, got number 1. We don't have a key to get to our shop, nor do we have the money to necessarily worry too much about not having the key to get to our shop, so I'm just happy to be on the depths where we've got a very good deal with the devil chance. I didn't get hit there somehow. Okay, somebody up there likes me. Maybe that's a sign that we're going to put together a decent run here. Rate of fire through the roof. Damage pretty solid. Ability to fly. It's a very classic run, you know, not too community remixy yet. You know what would change that? A community remix run I haven't had in a couple of videos here, Blood Oath. Work with me, Blood Oath. Where'd you go? Maybe they've been watching the videos and they're like, we need to really tone down the spawn rate of Blood Oath because it shows up apparently every time. I really like the idea, though, that... now we're going to reroll that. And it takes a deal with the devil item out of the rotation. Solid. No thank you. I like the idea that different people have kind of like different characters for their Isaac game. Not like, you know, Isaac, Blue Baby, etc., but, you know, some people are like, that item, like Guppy's Hairball, it took you forever to get it. That was your last item for Platinum God. I get it like once every 3 runs. Not me, them. I think that the fact that that sometimes happens just due to, like, you know, stats, basically, or probability, is super neat. The fact that, like, my Isaac game probably gives me proportionally some items that it doesn't give other people. And vice versa. I was going to complain about Sacred Heart, but I guess I can't really do that considering I've stopped caring about deals with the Angel nearly as much as I used to in favor of deals with the Devil. You know, we might have been able to make the boss trap room work for us on the last floor, but oh well. Range up. These are big plays for us. One of the very few items, number 1 that is, that actually incentivizes range upgrades. As much as they might like it anyway. I don't really want to look for our secret room, just in case we could use our bombs to maybe find the shop bordering the secret room. If it borders the secret room. You know, if all other things are equal, we might as well go for the one that gives us the best possible outcome. Hypothetically speaking. Yeah, Fat Odd Mushroom. Big plays. We don't really benefit yet from having low HP, so having extra damage and extra HP is a much better turn of events for us. And again, this is a floor where I would really, really love to get a deal with the devil. And getting more HP on the boss and then trading it away on the deal with the devil would be amazing. Extra key, and very close, finally, to the amount of money that would make our shop actually doable. which is exciting, because, you know, not sure if you've noticed, but the shop tends to be a pretty important item for me in the Binding of Isaac. If we had, like, a Binding of Isaac Maslow's hierarchy of needs, it would be, like, starting from the bottom, like, HP, damage, shops, item rooms. I think shops are more important than item rooms, even though they do cost you money. I mean, you have to have the money in order to use them, but... Also, clearly, I know nothing about Maslow's hierarchy of needs. I know that there's, like, food at the bottom and then, like, self-actualization at the top, and everything in between, you know, if you take care of them, then the pennies take care of themselves, right? Alright. So this is, valid shop territory with respect to keys and money. Finally. Can we make it happen? I hope so. What do I get to complain about now that we, don't really have that limited of range anymore? I guess I have to complain about my HP. Good lord, it's low. Wink, wink. It actually isn't that good, though. Alright. We got Gish. A bit of a barometer here. I tell this story every time, but it just goes to show how, like, you know, diverse interests can be on the internet and how hardcore some people can be about what they're into. But every time I say barometer, and I mean it as, like, it's a measurement of this. People are like, you can't use barometer like that. Barometer is only used to measure atmospheric pressure. Sure, and a freaking thermometer is only used to measure, you know, the temperature of something, but still, journalists say, like, we've measured the thermometer of the situation is looking quite deadly right now, Jim. You know the idea. So sulfur sucks. The reroll end at too spooky. Too spooky sucks. I'm gonna take it. I want to keep this deal with the devil precedent. We've taken the temperature of the situation, and tempers are running hot. Excuse me, CNN. You can't say that. Temperatures are not something with which energy, or, like, moods are not something with which energy is associated. There's no Brownian motion within a mood. Jeez, these journalists. And if you are one of those meteorologists out there, more power to you. I'm glad that there's sticklers for, you know, specificity, but still, cut me a break, man. Same thing when I say, like, something is a litmus test, and they go, it's not a litmus test. A litmus test is for acid and acid only. Oh, get over yourself. You're being an acid right now. Why don't we have a name tag for greed? Don't we normally have a name tag for greed? It's metaphorical, man. There's gotta be room for flowery language, otherwise... You know, brevity is the soul of wit. That's what Shakespeare said. Basically, if Shakespeare said that today, you'd say, you know, Shakespeare, I agree with your message. Could you put it in less flowery language, please? Because we need people to fucking understand it. How ironic. I had the booze, she had the chronic. The Lakers beat the Supersonics. Felt on the big fat fanny. Pulled out the jammy. And killed the poonanny. And my Jimmy runs deep. So deep put her ass to sleep. I woke her up around 1. She didn't hesitate to call Ice Cube the Top Gun. I'm just gonna stop there, because we can go on for... I don't know, with rap, when does it become like a copyright strike? You know, when does it cross the bounds from fair use into parody? I like to think that Ice Cube is a cool guy, but I also think that if I were in his shoes and somebody showed me a video of some asshole like me just, like, rapping his lyrics over top of a video game, he'd be like, I'm not into this. So you know what? I respect you, Mr. Cube. Ice, if we may be on a first-name basis with one another. Anyway, let's get back to talking about some ISAC here. Too spooky, you know, I don't think it's that meaningful for us, but it exists. We have it. We could blow up this judgment to have a better chance of getting a deal with the devil, but, you know, our chance of getting the deal with the devil isn't gated by percentages right now. It's gated by getting a pill or a card that allows us to teleport out of the boss room. So I'm excited to be playing this judgment as much as is humanly possible. Come on, buddy, hook me up. Alright, that's pretty solid. That pays for Too Spooky, which I took pretty much just to give us a better chance of getting a deal with the devil instead of a deal with the angel on Womb Part 1, should we get to Womb Part 1. This is where we've come with strategy. My Isaac strategy used to be, hey, that's a pretty good item. We'll take it. And now it's got all this math associated with it. Look, we took an item that turns these zombies into freaking thriller moonwalkers. It's not really good for me. I don't know if they actually made those zombies easier. It made them less predictable, which I think is worse for me. But we've got a good run here, and we've had a lot of runs recently, more than average, that have not adhered to standard Northernlion bullshit, get Mom's Knife or Brimstone plus Polyphemus. We did have Brimstone like 4 community remix runs ago, but mostly we've been having to scrape a little bit more, which I think is a good thing. You know, it keeps you honest rather than just, oh, I got Guppy again. Not that, and I'll eat those words when we go on a stretch where we become Guppy like twice in a row, or like 5 times in 8 videos or something. But that's my honest to God true feelings right now. Okay, very happy to have this. So I'm saving this pill, and I'm thinking that I'm going to take it after the boss room, just in case it's a telepills. It's unlikely, but why not? And if it's bad, yay, better to delay the bad effect. And if it's good, well, we're not missing out. We're already doing a pretty solid offensive job here. So I'm not sweating it too much. We've gotten a lot of HP here. Ooh, that was a little scary. I didn't expect those shots to travel at full speed. All right. More spirit hearts dropping. Feels pretty good. Why am I excited by the fact that there's a blood bank here? Because we have Bloody Penny, and there's like a lot of money. Like a lot of money. We don't have the Polaroid. If we get the Polaroid, it'll be nice to be able to control whether we're at half-heart intervals or not. Which we'll want to be at half-heart intervals like all the time, but I'm expecting that we have a decent chance to get payouts here. Could be wrong. We'll see. That worked pretty nicely. Okay, that sucks. So the thing with IV Bag is that, you know, when you have Bloody Penny, you kind of want to, like, milk it and get to 99 cents. But unless I have money equals power, I can't really be arsed to care about it. If we get money equals power, I would totally go through that in a heartbeat. Because you're just stacking up damage, right? And you're pretty much invincible while you do it. Because you get so many heart containers back. Or so many red hearts back, not heart containers. Because you get like 4 pennies per half heart. You only need 1 in 4 to pay out. Pretty easy. But I can't be bothered to spend like 3 or 4 minutes doing that right now. Just on the off chance we get money equals power. There could be another arcade on this floor. At the very least, I'm happy we got a reroll pedestal from that. And we already... Oh no, I was like, we already fought a mini-boss. But we didn't already fight a mini-boss. We fought in a boss trap room. Alright, you know what Angel Fetus is? You can suck on my Angel Fetus. That's what I nicknamed my lollipop. There's no dirtiness there. That's just actually... It's a lollipop. Let's see... Hermit. Bingo. That's what we wanted. So this allows us to teleport out of the mom fight after we finish it. I really still doubt our deal with the devil chances, but hey, could happen. That's what I was hoping for, a second arcade here. And we'll be using our rerolls on the shop now as opposed to on Mr. Boom because a Nun's Habit would be so valuable for us now. But we gotta make that happen. Will it happen? It could happen. I wouldn't be 100% surprised. But I won't be picky either. I'm gonna take this. Okay, alright. So that makes me a little bit more likely to pick that up. Mostly because I don't know how many rerolls we're gonna get, but I guess if we have one more reroll, we should use it there to try to get more rerolls. You know? It's like a genie, you want more wishes. So this one should pay out. Money is not gonna be an object for us ever again on this run, but we should be able to get the HP plus speed upgrade here. And if we can chain that into a deal with the devil, that'll make for a really, really nice, you know, series of final floors. Well, final, like, lucrative floors from an item standpoint, at least. Alright. And speaking of getting to 99 cents, that's a somewhat realistic possibility here, depending on how long this nonsense takes to pay out. Basically got all our HP back there. If there's a time when we don't, well, there's more pennies and there's more red hearts on this floor, so we don't need to sweat it too much. Come on. Alright, I would have preferred maybe a little bit of a greater payout there, but so be it. You can't control it. Might as well embrace it. I was gonna say, you need to... The way that this needs to work is that I need them to, like, pay out with 2 pennies, that is. Yeah, I'll take this. Sweet. Pay out with 2, and then both of those 2 need to pay out in turn. If we want to keep the chain going. Well, it's a pretty easy choice here for what to do with this card. Or this spacebar item, I should say. Okay, that was worth it. What do we do with it? Well, obviously we take it into the blood bank, and this allows us to kind of kickstart our blood bank situation again. Just gonna see if we even need to use it. Oh, there we go. We got above the threshold. Yeah, now we can't lose, apparently. I don't know what my aversion is to using it, but hey, if we don't have to, why not, right? Thanks for not running away. It always makes me feel bad when I unhinge my jaw and then all the enemies run away from me. It's like, what? You know, you're not winning any beauty contests. Seriously, though, we're at 85 cents. I didn't actually think that my prophecy about getting 99 cents would come true. I hoped that it wouldn't. I just wanted to get the payout as soon as possible because it's pretty much a foregone conclusion that it will happen anyway. Oh my god, work with me. I really don't want to have to get involved in gambling here just to get more HP or get more money to get more HP to gamble more. Thank you. Much appreciated. You're good people. Now, we're not going to get another reroll, so I say we buy the coin purse. Yeah, and that's all there is to that. We can't really do anything with Mr. Boom. We can't really do anything with Game Kid. We're going to buy the coin purse. Hope that our boss room item and deal with the devil are good, because we've already used our rerolls. And in here we get one that we've seen before. Oh, okay, full health. We don't know. We don't know. Okay, take the red ones. Bombs are key. That's fine. And now we'll take the orange one. Shot speed down. Really good if we get Krampus. Apart from that, it's not so good, but it's fine. And, oh, no, 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 no. No, you gotta go get this Hermit card, man. Alright, this gives us a crack at the deal with the devil. Now, I would say, when there's a moment of great gravitas in an Isaac run, I like to lay into it, you know? In a world where there's only one fight that matters. We're not in that position. Even if this fight goes only okay, which is as conceivably bad as I could see it going, and we don't get a deal with the devil, we're still fine. That's not to say this is a one run, but we got a lot of stuff working out in our favor that could contribute to winning a run. Quite realistically. Again, and this is not just Northernlion, you know, inside joke. This isn't a one run, but actually, haha, we got Mom's Knife and Brimstone, but like 2 HP. This is a situation where it's not necessarily a one run, but we are in a good position. Oh, just get out of there. Thank you. Thank you. So we didn't get the Polaroid. That's okay. The Empress, we'll take that with us. Liberty Cap. Bloody Penny's better, because we can continue to play these blood banks as we find them. We want to take the full health pill with us. Okay. Yeah, it went pretty well. The crate's a good item. I don't care what anybody says. I like to have it. We got Spirit Hearts out of it. It's worthwhile. It's not the best shop item that you can get, but it's okay. Not shop item, boss item. You know what I mean. Probably. What's better, full health or Empress? I do think full health. It's just more likely to save us. Okay, Womb 1. It's a big floor. This is our big floor in a world where only one floor matters. If that's a Joker card, we're very lucky. 2 of Hearts. Useful on an arcade if we find one down here. Otherwise, probably going to be left behind in favor of full health. But hey, still, this floor is big. If we get a deal with the devil, if we have rerolls ready, we can end up having some really, really, really good stuff happen here. Like, what would be my ideal deal with the devil? Okay, of course, you know, Mom's Knife. That would be the most strategically beneficial item for us, probably. But how about for a creative one? Guppy's Paw and Blood Oath. We'll end up getting like plus 15 Spirit Hearts and a huge damage bonus. No permanent Polaroid invincibility, but just a seriously raw amount of health. People oftentimes, in my opinion, falsely consider that the main value in Guppy's Paw is giving you Spirit Hearts for permanent Polaroid invincibility, but when you get late in the game and Spirit and Red Hearts are basically worth the same thing because there's no such thing as future considerations because your run's about to end on the next floor for better or for worse. Oh, that's so good. Let's use this. We're not going to take 9 lives. We'll reroll both of these. Oh, are you kidding me? Well, we should be able to have a chance to get back into our deal with the devil room. But anyway, that's 2 of Hearts. We should carry our full health pill, because I'm likely to leave it behind. But yeah, once you get into the late game, where Spirit Hearts and Red Hearts are worth the same thing, because it's not like you're going to lose Red Hearts and then get them back on the chest, for example, very rarely at least, then it's just, you know, it's pretty beneficial to have 3 times the raw HP. This is not me saying, oh, you know, leave Guppy's Paw alone, it gets a bad rap. It's probably considered like one of the best items in the game, at least situationally. But yeah, I think it's maybe even a little bit, not even underrated, but somewhat misunderstood by some people. Or maybe those some people include me. Who knows? There's a lot of things still yet to learn about Isaac, and I look forward to learning them in Rebirth. So we don't have anything to use our reroll on yet. We know this one. It's bombs are key. It doesn't really matter. I would say, at least. And I'm tempted, you know, we've already explored most of this floor. Even if the boss room's down here, we'll probably explore the entirety of the floor. Just because, please give me a deal with the devil here, by the way. But just because if there's an arcade, we want to definitely make the best use of it possible. Oh, poor Triachnid. Every little chub shot is gonna break you apart here like a Wilco song. Okay, we got soap. Fantastic. Wouldn't be a community remix run without soap. I honestly can't believe that we didn't get back to our deal with the devil. That's pretty frustrating. But I don't think I would have changed it. It was like Book of Sin, Necronomicon, Book of Belial, 9 lives. Bomb Beggars apparently work now, but man, it's a big risk, I think. A big risk when our situation is already looking okay. Not great, not 100% won, but good. Better than it was on the last run, that's for damn sure. But yeah, I don't think I would have changed anything. 9 lives in particular. You know, take 9 lives, reroll Book of Sin, it becomes Necronomicon. Are we going to kill ourselves to take Necronomicon? No. So we end up with 1 HP, maybe the 6 Spirit Hearts, and that's what we've done. We've given ourselves 8 deaths, basically. We didn't give ourselves 9 lives, we gave ourselves 8 extra deaths. Maybe 9, because it's possible we might not die on this one. So I'm hoping maybe this room has something interesting. We'll find out. I'm still hoping that that last room up there is an arcade. I think it's conceivable that it could be. It's probably more likely that it isn't, but it could be. Okie dokie. Inside of here. I'm saving that room for last just to, you know, build up the suspense a little bit. Of course our mob trap room is going to contain bosses now. Shouldn't be too bad, though. You peep. Oh, Chub, and then double monstrosity. I think. Really would prefer if we could get a slow. Start with the slow. Oh, what the heck is this global disaster here? Okay. Yeah, double monstro to finish it off. Not only do I want the slow, but I want the little chub shot to hit, which means if you guys could stop jumping. Oh, that was beautiful right there. And there's another one. This guy is very, very nearly dead. All right, come on. Just the arcade that we need. Ah, nothing. That's okay. Still a good floor. Well, decent floor. We got soap only. No soap radio. All right. We don't have any judgments, right? Those are just fortune tellers or slot machines. That's, oh, you know what? Let's do it. I don't care. Pay out. I think I've never to this day had a bomb beggar pay out with an item. They pay out exclusively with keys. Yeah, here we go. Alright, as usual, whenever a bomb beggar shows up, to me that is just a recipe for losing all of your freaking bombs. If we had a key beggar and a golden key worked with it, that would be great. I know we could play the slot machine, earn more bombs, then give them to the bomb beggar. Come on now. This is mortgage your house to pay your freaking stupid bill. That doesn't really make any sense. Figured we'd pick up the nickel because we have Bloody Penny. Maybe we'd get a red heart out of it that we could use, but I guess we were very unlikely to find an arcade on the last floor because it was an even number. Sometimes I forget that the rules still apply after the depths. Just because it's not, you know, it seems like it's a different part of the game. It doesn't change the rules necessarily. So that's me being a bit of a dummy to even look for it. But hey, we could have found, you know, a boss trap room or something. Not that I could have made good use out of it. Could have found a temperance card. It was probably more than is necessary from quote-unquote due diligence, but that's okay. We've already done it, so let's not get too salty about it. We should go back and pick up that money. Again, even though we're at full money, wallet is bursting at the seams. We might as well get it just to maybe get some red hearts that maybe we want to use with a blood bank. And at this point, you don't like to be at this point in the game. Not that this run is in a terribly weak position. But you never want to be at the point where a single red heart container could actually matter. But we're at that point. I think it's better to be realistic than in denial. If we can get the blood bag from a blood bank, we should take the opportunity to do so. You probably always should, but in our case, it still might be more relevant than average. And it's shaping up to be a bit of a longer run. We don't have compass, we don't have map, but we don't have too many worries just yet. Here's a little song I wrote, feeling pretty good on you two wrote, don't worry. Maybe worry a little bit about that because that was bad damage. Be happy. Don't worry, be happy, baby. Throw. Anyway. One of these days, greatest hits album of completely copywritten songs with like 2 words changed, sung by someone who's completely tone deaf. That will be me. And maybe we'll get a sequel sung by someone who's completely tone loc. Wonder if I could generate the capital necessary for that. It might be borderline. Tone loc is my favorite rapper who sounds like a frog. I don't mean that in a good or a bad way. I just mean it in an honest way. Actually, that's not true. He's got to compete with Shaggy a little bit. Shaggy's got a little frog sound going on as well. Okay. This is going all right. We lost some spirit hearts. We didn't gain anything of value proportionally to make up for it, but here we are. What is... Oh, geez. Okay, that was scary. What is that tarot card going to be? The Devil. It's pretty good. We could use that on the Mom's Heart fight. Am I going to visit the Cursed Room? Absolutely. We kind of need to, in my opinion. Yes, we'll lose our Spirit Heart. Oh, now we won't. But even more impetus to go to it now because it doesn't really matter. We can get Red Hearts back so easily. In a way, that's kind of what I was hoping for, just not on this floor. Not like this. Sincerely, though. You know, being able to teleport to the boss room, or the devil room, doesn't really do too much for us when we know that the deal with the devil is just going to be a hatch down. I wonder what happens if you just go to Shoal that way, though, instead of going to the cathedral first in Community Remix. Can you skip the cathedral? Because that would actually be something I would be kind of interested in. I know that our full health pill is back there, by the way. I will go back and get it because it's an extremely integral part of my plan today. Oh, yeah. Well, again, what do I care if we take damage? We have so much HP, it really doesn't matter. This floor is very simple. Now that we've gone to every single dead end anyway, it's very easy for us to get to where we're going. We're going to see probably every room along the way. For better and for worse. We've lost our spirit hearts. And of course the question becomes now, not, you know, can we beat Mom's Heart? We're going to beat Mom's Heart. It's going to be easy. The question is going to be whether or not we can beat Isaac. And I'm optimistic. I was going to say skeptical, but I'm optimistic if we can take the full health pill in. And, like, if we can take the full health pill and ideally also start the fight with full health, then I think we have a very, very good shot at it. It's just if we don't manage to fulfill those conditions, things could be a little tricky. Obviously, this Monstro part is the momentum-killing part of the Mom's Heart fight. I'm reminding you as much as I'm reminding myself. Zombies? Yeah, good. Alright, if we had to use our last bomb to do some crowd control, I'm happy we used it on Zombie Town. Coming this fall, a Disney original film, Zombie Town. Didn't Zombie Town just enter, you know, its newest alpha build on Steam? Couple more hits and we should be done here. We got our deal with the devil again. That's really exciting. Not. Doesn't really help us out in the least, but the full health pill will. Full health pill will. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Everyone needs an impromptu Brother Man Bill in their lives from time to time. It really brightens your day a little bit. I don't know what's up with Brother Man Bill, man. I don't know if it's a, that sounded like a lyric from the song temporarily. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I don't know if that guy knows what's up. I don't really care if he knows what's up. I think his song is genuinely good in its weirdness. Got a little bit of like a Daniel Johnston thing going on there. Which I can appreciate, you know? It's not quite Tonetta, but it's, you're in the wheelhouse. This Isaac fight it's stressing me out a little bit. And in a way, like, Community Remix, by making you go to Shoal, actually makes things considerably harder, because it used to be like, okay, do you have a borderline run? Which is, you know, a run that's, you know, borderline winnable. but it's going to be close. Well, then what you do... Oh, man, another full health pill. Ooh, baby. So what I'm thinking we do here is we try... We could use a full health pill right now to gain 2 hearts. But instead, I think we go in like this and try to take 1 full health pill down to the next floor. Because if I use one now, I'm going to use the other one on the fight. The hope is that I can use this one and at least survive. This could be a game-changing decision, but I hope you understand my logic in it. Because taking another full health pill down to Shoal and the chest is a huge deal, if I can do it. But yeah, what I was getting at is, like, going down to Shoal makes things tougher, because it used to be like, okay, throw everything you've got into beating Isaac, and then immediately after you get golden chests. And with rerolls, you technically have like 8 items there. That's a big deal. We don't have that anymore. You've got to beat Shoal after you beat Isaac, so there's no point, well... There's a point in beating Isaac, even if you end up losing all your health in the process, except 1. But you're probably going to die on Shoal immediately, as opposed to maybe having a chance to get carried by your chest items. Chest items also definitely the worst names for breasts/memories. So, don't talk to me for a second. Oh no, I dodged right into it. This could be the end of this one. Don't play up, I'm not playing up the drama artificially. We're in a tight spot. Yeah, if we get hit once more, we're dead. I think we might have misfired and calculated. God damn it, it's 2 community remix losses in a row. That hurts. It does hurt, but I'll be back tomorrow with another episode. I'm proud of that one nonetheless. We tried. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. And of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.